Today on DockSide TV, we're going to be catching nice trout using a different method of, we're going to be trolling the trestle of Lake Pontchartrain with major shads. Stay tuned for this episode of DockSide TV. What we're doing today is trolling the trestle, simply casting out the matrix shad on 3/8 and 1/2 ounce jig heads. There's a lot of different lures that work good for this: rattle traps, mirror lures, a lot of hard baits. Today they're hitting plastics. We're varying it up on jig head size, and the trick to this is speed of the boat and distance of how much line you let out. Look how clean that water is. It's had a big north wind. Let this one out. Pretty nice fish. 16, 17 inch average. And we'll go over to, I'll show you the speed, how to look at the speed and the distance of the line. Here's the distance. Different ways to do it. What we like to do, I count out the piling sets, and on that one, it took 6 piling sets to hit the bottom. That's a 1/2 ounce. It took 6 piling sets to get that bite. So I cast it out where it hits the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let out enough line for that and start trolling. Got the trolling motor set. Where the boat's going, 1 point something. How fast is it going there? 1.5. Let's bump it up a hair. You want to go between 1.5 and 2. Try to find that magic depth. And if you're dragging for a while and you're not getting any bites, and you know you're at 6 pilings, open your bail. Maybe go to 8 pilings. Try 10 pilings. Depending on the speed of the tide, is going to dictate how much line to let out, how fast to go, so on and so forth. You know, we're just using monofilament. Sometimes braided line can help you. We're using our matrix line here, which is just happens to be on all our poles. That lead core line with the short rods, that's a pretty effective way. That way you don't have to let out a lot of line, because that lead line gets it down to the bottom. But this time of year, water temperatures are in the 60s. They like it trolling. We've just jigged this whole stretch of bridge, didn't get a bite. We start trolling, we catch fish. So let's see if we can get a few more. During this time of year, water temperatures are going to be in the low 60s, and that's when you want to troll. You're talking the months of February, March, maybe the beginning of April, and again in November, December. So when your water temperatures are relatively cool, the fish seem to really favor the trolling or just the dragging motion of the lure in continuous motion at all times. And it really can trigger a lot more strikes than jigging or a slower presentation. And when you're going up and down the bridge looking for these fish, one great indicator to tell you where to start is where you see the diving birds, the loons, and they'll be grouped up this time of year. It's like it's a wintertime bird. We see them a lot in the colder months, and it's a really good starting point. Whenever you see these loons, it's a good place to start and target and try that out first. The loons are doing what you're doing. They're fishing also. They're down there looking for bait. You control many different lures when dragging baits along the bridges in Pontchartrain. Rattle traps are very popular. Mirror lures are very popular for the hard bait enthusiasts. And then as far as soft plastics go, there's a lot of people out there that do like the matrix shad. We, of course, that's what we troll. And it just has a really good natural swimming motion for a soft plastic. You can simply put it on the 3/8 ounce or the 1/2 ounce jig head and troll it behind the boat as it just swims naturally when you get it at that right speed. On our trolling motor, we put it about half speed when we're using the trolling motor. And like we said before, it's 1.5 to 2 miles an hour at about 50% on our trolling motor. But every trolling motor is different. So you want to find that magic speed when you're doing it. We're going to go ahead and close out the episode here at DockSide TV. Trolling the trestle with matrix shad. Get this one in the boat. You want to let out a lot of line unless you're using that lead line. So when you hook one, it's a long fight in. A lot of time for them to get off too. And for all our other episodes, make sure to check them out at matrixshad.com, as we're usually jigging the trestle and other bridges if you want to learn those techniques. And I hope you enjoyed this episode, learning how to troll the trestle with matrix shad. That's a nice fish there. Good one to end on, the best one of the day. Until next time, good fishing. Signing out. matrixshad.com, DockSide TV.